Hello, America, and welcome back to the Live It Today podcast. This time just with Greg, and we're going to do something special because boss man Ron said he's going to be out of town next week, so I need to get him an episode in advance, and so my wife is gone too. So what we're going to do is we're going to showcase some very special songs that have been composed in the last couple years. You may or may not have known this, but I have been vigorously writing and both music and books. I've got 4 books. If you go to Amazon.com, check out my name, Greg Schleer. And a number of them correspond to music that I've also composed that you can get on every music platform. Well, I just want to lift up glory to God, because that's the heart of every creative endeavor. Just want to lead with that everything we do, regardless of whether or not anybody ever sees it, God puts his grace in our hearts to give him worship, and before the angels and saints, that itself is its own validation. So I'm going to share with you some of my maybe favorite moments, if you will, of giving God glory. And we're going to lead this time with a song and a story called Ride of a Lifetime. It's actually a picture book motivated by my profound love for my beloved parents, Bernie and Judy. They're in their mid-80s and navigating all the things octogenarians are navigating. And since it's the summer, we've got amusement parks. What a great metaphor. So it struck me perhaps a year and a half ago, the metaphor that it is of being on these rides up and down and round in the seasons, how we perceive a park from the moment of being a child, the first time we go, all the way through the years up to being a grandparent. So this short picture book tells that story, Ride of a Lifetime. Check it out on Amazon. And I read the story here and I blend it with the song that I composed and wrote, Ride of a Lifetime. Here we go. When I was little, my best friend told me about a magical place. Rides that touch the sky, sweet smells of popcorn and candy, music that makes your heart sing. I couldn't see it, but I could imagine it. His words painted colors in my mind. I believed him, and I dreamt of the day I'd see it too. One day my parents said, "Today is the day." The car turned the corner, and there it was, tall, twisting ride stretching to the clouds, bright lights shining like stars, laughter spilling into the air. It was even more magical than I had dreamed. Up, up, up we climbed. My heart raced with excitement. Down, down, down we plunged. The wind rushed past, and I laughed out loud. Round and round we spun, a dizzy, wonderful blur of colors. The park was magic. It was everything.
He was always there at the edge of the crowd, while the music played and the laughter was loud. Kids raced by, chasing rides and light, but he just sat day and night.
And then I saw him, an old man sitting on a bench. He didn't run to the rides. He didn't laugh or shout. He just sat there, quiet and still, watching. I wondered who he was. I didn't understand. He felt like a part of the park, but in a way I couldn't explain. When I grew older, I came back to the park, this time with my friends. We raced to every ride, laughing as we climbed higher, screaming as we plunged faster, up, down, and round and round. It was wild. It was thrilling. But in between rides, I saw him again. The old man on the bench. His eyes seemed far away, as if he was watching something none of us could see. I wondered what he knew. When I became a parent, I brought my children to the park. Their little hands held mine tightly, their eyes wide with wonder. "Look," they cried. "Let's ride the teacups, the carousel, the roller coaster." I laughed with them, pointed out every shining light, and joined in their joy. Their wonder became my own. It was the ride of my heart. And there he was again, the old man on the bench. His hair was white now, his back bent just a little more. This time, I stopped. I wanted to ask him, "Who are you? Why are you here?" But I didn't. He smiled softly like he knew something I didn't. And I felt a quiet tug, like I was starting to understand. When I became a grandparent, I returned again. I didn't need the rides anymore. I watched my grandchildren laugh, their little hands waving in the air, their faces glowing with joy. Their laughter became my music. Their happiness became my magic. And then I noticed the bench. It was empty. The man who had always been there, who had always watched, was gone. For so many years, he had been part of the park. Now, his absence felt like a secret I wasn't sure I wanted to know. Now I am old. The park feels quieter to me. The rides still rise and fall. The lights still sparkle. The laughter still fills the air. But my steps are slower. My strength has waned. I think of my friends, now only memories, and my wife, whose laughter once lifted me. Her absence is a tender ache, but her love is with me still.
My legs are weak, my hair is gray, but my heart still hears them laugh and play. And I feel her hand, though she's been gone, still here somehow, still holding on.
In quiet moments, in sunlight and song, I feel her presence like a whisper. It is an invitation, a summons. I think of my friend whose words long ago made me dream of this place. And now I feel that pull again, not to the rides, but to something greater. My steps lead me to the bench. The wood feels familiar, smooth and worn. I sit and the park wraps around me, the laughter, the love, the rhythm of life, up, down, round and round. I feel the hand that's guided me through every season hold me fast. I close my eyes, and I am ready. The park begins to fade, but not into silence. Something greater rises, a love that holds all the laughter, all the tears, all the years. And I know this will be the ride of a lifetime.
It's the ride of a lifetime, it ends too soon, but love keeps shining like a carousel moon. And when the music starts to fade, I'll hear her voice beyond the gate. No more tickets, no more lines, just forever beyond time. And I'll be waiting there again. The man on the bench.
For the second song, I want to take you to a book that I wrote inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. For those of you who are familiar with this, it is a masterpiece. As Dante describes, he positions himself as the protagonist. The poet Virgil takes him on a journey into hell, if you will, and then through purgatory and up through heaven. And in a sense, this is the journey we all make, right? On this earth, hell, by definition, is the privation of God. And we've all experienced those moments in our lives where we've made decisions, choices, or have experienced life apart from Him. And of course, in the sense of hell, though, we're speaking of metaphysically, it is an actual real place. We know it exists. And Dante describes it with vivid detail. Then Virgil leads him into purgatory, which is probably the season we're in right now, right? That we are being purged of desires that are not rightly ordered to God. And again, metaphysically, it is a place that precedes heaven by God's grace. And He has given a tour of that experience. Then, of course, once we are perfected, which is the place of heaven, we are united with God. So, and I thought, wouldn't it be awesome if we could capture that reality in the life of a modern day 20-year-old rock star who comes from a faith-filled background, falls away because of his rock lifestyle, and the story plays out accordingly as he is pursuing this great success and has all of these temptations thrown at him. So that book you can find online, if you will, Amazon. It's called Primal Fire. Primal Fire, pretty short story, short chapters, easy to read, and I think captures the soul of young people in this generation. And it corresponds to a 15-track soundtrack you can find anywhere, all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, etc. Primal Fire. It's more of a classical rock style, but you do have some softer songs. I want to share with you right now one of the tracks. It's in the middle of this, called Caged Wings. The protagonist, Dante, rediscovers his childhood friend, Beatrice. He calls her B, and they kind of found perfection in their music in their early years before Dante was doing the rock thing and got discovered and became distant. Anyways, B is a very formidable violinist. Her mother died, and she's living with her dad, who has high expectations for her as a violinist. Its setting is in Columbus, Ohio, and she begs him to come to a fundraiser at her dad's home to raise money for this decrepit building, a conservatory, if you will, an auditorium that they want to fix. And so Dante shows up in his jeans, holes in them, amidst these very prominent figures in the community, where B is going to play the violin, and she invites him to come forward and play a song. Reluctantly, he steps forward to the piano. They know of his fame as a rock star, and he is moved by his heart, goes deep to a memory of a time when he first broke out in the streets of Columbus, a homeless man who essentially told him to bring it, told him he was reluctant and having some difficult times. And as a young man, the homeless man inspired him to lean into busking, if you will, playing on the streets. And his memory goes to that man and the insight that you give what you got. So here he is, and he's inspired by this message that just wells up inside of him, spontaneously brings this to his audience, who, again, he feels are just mired and caged by the reality of their wealth and prominence and pretentiousness. So the song Caged Wings is set in the middle of the story, and it is this incredible moment. So here you are, Caged Wings, from the book Primal Fire and the soundtrack Primal Fire.
Here I am, wondering what you'd say. If I opened my heart, would you turn away? Would you see the cracks where the light breaks through? Where the prayers we whisper still carry truth, and call us to rise, to begin anew. Caged wings, meant for the sky, yet bound by strings. Caged wings, set me free from caged wings. I see your faces polished, calm, composed, but I hear the silence in the words you've closed. Would you bear the scars that you try to hide? Let the truth come rushing from the other side. To feel, to breathe, to live, to fly.
All of these tracks, of course, are very meaningful and personal to me. And as I said in the beginning, they're acts of worship. I lift them up to God for His grace, His glory. I don't really speak about this, but collectively they've had well over 2 million listens, and that's kind of cool. I'm not making any money off of these. I'm not really promoting them. Don't have the money to do so. It just was occasions of using modern technology with what I got to bring to get lifted up to heaven. Anyways, for the third track, this was an occasion where two young people very close to me, young adults, were fighting and not talking to each other. And I just thought to myself, what if their mother died and they found themselves after a long season of not connecting at their mother's grave, if you will, at their mother's funeral? And what really matters at that point. And it's deeply personal because I know many people in my life who, through stupid things that were said or done, no longer talk to a loved one, to a sibling, to a parent. And then when they do, some of them are blessed to have a kind of grace that brings them together and to forgive. Most of them forget even what the circumstances were. But it's typically older in life. And the question to you who are listening and to all of us, why do we have to wait for those moments of tragedy that bring us together? And the title of this song is simply, what's it going to take? What's it going to take for us to apologize, to forgive, to regard relationship more than our self-righteousness? That's the message. Who is that person in your life right now? The family member, the loved one that you're not on speaking terms with because of whatever, maybe 90% their fault, but do we regard the relationship more than we do our righteousness? So I share this song from the heart. What's it going to take? Again, you can find it on all music platforms, Spotify, iTunes, and all the rest.
You stood on one side, I stood on the other. Two kids grown cold, born of the same mother. The room smelled like flowers and unsaid things, and the casket between us like a judge without wings. Your hand was clenched, mine buried in cold. Swallowed the words that rose in my throat. She always said we'd find a way back, but we let the silence widen the cracks. Remember the treehouse, the backyard wars, the laughter, the fights, the slammed bedroom doors. Somewhere along we stopped calling on love, just kept score and called the silence enough. We listened more to the whispers and ghosts than to the voices who held us both close. And now she's gone and all I can hear is what we didn't say, ringing clear. What's it gonna take to break the pride? What's it gonna take to cross that line? What's it gonna take to just let go of who was right and who hurt more? Till one of us is laid inside the box, and all we count are years we lost. We fixated on faults through our narrowest eyes till the bars of our blame became our disguise. Now we're just shadows of what we could be, hanging on to the branches of this family tree. We could blame Dad, we could blame time, we could stay stuck in our own design. Or maybe this loss is a doorway wide we could walk through and leave the past behind. What's it gonna take to break the pride? What's it gonna take to cross that line? What's it gonna take to just let go of who was right and who hurt more? Till one of us is laid inside the box, and all we count are years we lost. Remember when she made us right? What's it gonna take to break the pride? What's it gonna take to stand side by side? What's it gonna take to just let go of who was right and who hurt more? Till one of us is laid inside the box, and all we count are years we lost. I feel her here with us somehow, whispering what she can see now, inviting us to surrender the shadows and stand in the dawn of apology and forgiveness. A new day where love is what we have left. So I'm saying I'm sorry, and I'm saying I forgive you, because I love you. I love you.
By the way, all of these songs are under the band name Shatterglass Scallywags, Shatterglass Scallywags, which corresponds to a revolutionary band of piglets who revolt, if you will, against emerging evil in the book that I wrote, Magnificent Piglets of Pigletsville, the very first book, which is an allegory. It's like Animal Farm meets Screwtape Letters, very powerful description of the political, cultural circumstances of today, and actually predicted accurately our presidential election a year or so before, Biden dropped out of the race and all the rest. So short, moving depiction there. Anyway, so Shatterglass Scallywags is the name of the label. For the last one, and again, there's 80 songs here. The last song, Anthem 51, corresponds to Psalm 51 in a book that I want to release. So blessed by the encouragements, endorsements by a number of bishops, Father Ricardo, Ralph Martin, Peter Herbeck, a number of others who've read this. I have not yet published it yet, but check out slanggiants.us. Maybe you can help us bring this book, this story to life. And here is, you might say, the soundtrack written corresponding to that incredible, powerful experience of David, who sinned with Bathsheba and sent her husband Uriah to the fronts, and has this incredible moment of apology, of deep repentance that leads him to becoming all the more an instrument of God's grace. Psalm 51, which the church prays on most Fridays in the Divine Office. So for the final song, I give you Anthem 51, Slang Giants. Again, you can find this on all music platforms. And again, the band name for that is Shatterglass Scallywags.
I stood on the rooftop, eyes full of pride, the world at my feet, but my soul was blind. A single glance, a whispered lie, and all my walls came crashing down inside. I wore the crown, I played the part, but nothing hides a shattered heart. You saw the secrets I concealed, and still your mercy broke the seal. With every tear I lift this plea, oh God, have mercy, set me free. Left the heart, barali Elohim, create in me a heart that's clean. Shoulder me Elohim, have mercy, Lord, on me. Wash this ruin, cleanse this shame. Let mercy fall like holy rain. Let the heart, barali Elohim, make me a giant slayer in your name. Found me broken in the dust, a heart of stone, a trail of rust. But you didn't leave me where I fell. You breathed new life, you broke the spell. From ashes now a fire burns, a warrior's heart redeemed returns. Your spirit rising in my chest, a sinner saved, a soul possessed. Now every breath a battle cry to slay the giants, to testify. Live the heart, barali Elohim, create in me a heart that's clean. Shoulder me Elohim,
Run out of time here for Live It Today. Please join us every day in seeking God's grace together. LiveItToday.us, our gathering guide. Amazing for personal prayer as well as connecting us to our spouse and family and friends. Keep us in your prayers, and we're so grateful for your prayers and support. Until next time, God bless you.